In a world where peace once reigned, an insidious infection has turned everything into chaos. The undead now roam freely, consuming everything in their path. You must kill them and clean the world from the infection. Engage in epic battles against relentless hordes. Join alliances and strategize with friends. Build and protect your city from threats and unlock powerful heroes. Age of Origins.
Hello everyone, welcome back. In this video I'm going to talk about golems on the warplane and why they're one of the best things you should prioritize getting in Age of Origins. If you're considering spending money on the game, golems are definitely something I'd recommend investing in. So what exactly are they? As you can see, golems join the battle every 10 seconds. This makes them a self-replenishing frontline, and that's a huge advantage. One of the key reasons to prioritize golems is that they help limit your troop losses, especially when you're fighting against real players. Golems reduce the number of permanent troop losses, especially when you're attacking or sieging cities. In battles, dead troops are a serious setback since you don't get them back, but with golems, you won't have to worry about replacing your frontline as often. This means you can sustain your attacks longer and avoid having to rebuild your army constantly. Let me show you what this looks like in action. Alright, so here we are killing zombies because you know me, I'm all about that zombie slaying life. Let's count how many hits the golem takes. It just showed up and it's got to finish its first target. Oh wait, look at that. I've got to interrupt myself here. The golem came back and started tanking again before it even targeted something else. If you're lucky with the timing, that can happen, which is a huge bonus. So now it's tanking for the next wave of enemies. I lost count, what are we at? Like 10 or 11 hits. These things are freaking awesome. They can make you a lot more powerful than you should be, given what other troops you have. If you're in the early stages of the game, where you're relying on long-range damage and just need something to buy you time up front to deal that damage, golems are absolutely fantastic for that. They're perfect for holding the line. So you're sold, right? You get it, they're freaking awesome. But now, the real question is how much is it going to cost to get them? If you were to buy golems straight out, it's going to cost you around $350. I know it's a bit pricey, but trust me, it's worth it. Over the course of a month, if you're actively participating in sieging and combat events, you could save around $1,000 in troop losses. That's how valuable golems are in terms of keeping your army alive and minimizing permanent losses. To modify your warship and add golems, you'll see a semicircle with lines. There are 10 sections you need to fill, and each one costs 20 metal alloys. So how do you get these metal alloys for free? You can earn them through different events, but one key way is through your ruin runs. Specifically, you'll need to unlock industrial recovery. You get 2 alloys for completing it twice a day, but here's the sad part, you'll need a total of 700 metal alloys. You can earn them through different events, but one key way is through your ruin runs. Specifically, you'll need to unlock industrial recovery. You get 2 alloys for completing it twice a day, but here's the sad part, you'll need a total of 700 metal alloys. If you were to rely only on your ruin runs, it would take you around 350 days to unlock golems, assuming you do it every single day. Of course, there are other events and bonuses that can help you get more alloys faster, but if you're aiming to do this for free, it's a long grind. Now, let's talk about the cost to modify your warship to unlock golems. The first modification tier requires 10 metal alloys at 20 each, which totals 200 alloys. The second tier, which I couldn't remember earlier, requires 50 per alloy for the same 10 slots. And finally, you'll need a total of 700 alloys to unlock the golems completely. How can you spend less money if you want to get them faster? Well, there's a way to speed this up. Once or twice a week, you'll see the Warplane modification pack in the daily specials. Here's a breakdown of how much you'll pay for each alloy at different levels in these packs. The first pack ends up costing about 35 cents per alloy. The second pack increases to 41 cents per alloy. The third pack jumps to 48 cents per alloy. By the time you hit the fourth pack, it's 53 cents per alloy. What's crazy is that as you buy more packs, the cost per alloy increases rather than decreasing, which makes no sense. You'd think you'd get a discount for buying in bulk, but no. This is why I sometimes call it the scam blades dumb, but it's what we're working with. Anyway, back to the daily shop, you'll see these Warplane modification packs in there. The first 2 packs are the cheapest deals you'll find for metal alloys. After that, once you get to levels 3 and 4, the price jumps up and it gets closer to what you'd normally pay in the regular shop. There are also special events like the recent Halloween Bat Candy event, where the cost per alloy dropped to the cheapest I've seen. It was around 33 cents and then 37 cents per alloy. So yeah, if you want to save money, you'll need to keep an eye on these special events and crunch some numbers to figure out when you're getting the best deal. So in general, when it comes to the Warplane, there are 2 main systems you need to understand modifying and upgrading. First, you have the modify section, where you raise the Warplane's tier similar to how you evolve Titans, but instead of evolving, you're modifying the Warplane. Each modification raises your Warplane's combat capability, and this is where unlocking things like Golems happens. Then you have the upgrading section. This works like leveling up your Titan, except here, instead of feeding meat, you're leveling up your Warplane directly. The higher the level, the more powerful your Warplane becomes. And finally, there's the lab up here. Think of this as the place where you're using components to further enhance the Warplane's abilities. But here's the catch, you're restricted by the current level of your Warplane. The lab can only be upgraded so many times based on your Warplane's level, so you'll need to level it up before you can add more Golems or other key upgrades. So to sum things up, Golems are an incredible investment for your Warplane in Age of Origins. They act as a self-replenishing frontline, greatly reducing your troop losses during battles and sieges, which means saving tons of resources in the long run. If you're serious about PvP and want to participate in sieges and events, Golems will help you sustain your attacks without losing countless troops. Yes, it's going to cost around $350 if you're buying them outright, but considering how much they save in troop losses over time, it's an investment worth making. Remember, you can also grind your way to unlocking them with ruins runs and special events like the Halloween Bat Candy, where you can grab alloys at a cheaper price. Keep an eye on the daily specials for those Warplane modification packs, especially the first 2 levels for the best value. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day.